Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and the New York Knicks have defeated the LA Lakers by a final score of 106-100. The debut of the beautiful New York Knicks City Edition jerseys ended up with a victory. I'm wearing the old jersey. I still gotta get my hands on a new City Edition jersey. I'll definitely be doing that soon, but man, what a thrilling victory from the New York Knicks, a big-time victory. I know it wasn't pretty. It was ugly. We were up big time in the first quarter. We were up by 25 points. We let the Lakers come all the way back to tie it, but the Knicks showed resiliency. They showed heart. They showed grit, and at the end of the day, we escaped this one with the victory, and let me say this. This game was so important because the schedule gets brutal. So now that the Knicks escaped this victory with the W, we get 2 days off. Hopefully we can build on this and we can continue the momentum. And now we got to face the Phoenix Suns at home once again, and we'll be wearing the black jerseys again. So hopefully that can bring us some good luck. So guys, welcome into the stream. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button and like the video if you guys enjoy. I'm excited to break this down. And also a quick shout out to everybody that was with me when I was live during the entire game. That was awesome. I was live giving you guys my play-by-play reaction. It was great to see you guys in the chat, all getting hyped together, all getting upset together whenever the Lakers went on a run. We went on a run. It was a lot of fun. So shout out to everybody that was tuning into my live stream. It means a lot. So let's get right into this recap, guys. So starting off with the first quarter, the Knicks absolutely explode out of the gate. We scored 36 points in the first quarter. I think we had 7 3-pointers as a team, and the Lakers had 20 points. So we were up big time. And then the second quarter, we started off red hot in the first half of the second quarter, and then all of a sudden in the final 6 minutes of the second quarter, we started to collapse. We started turning the ball over. The Lakers tightened up their defense. All of a sudden the Lakers go into the halftime with momentum, and then the third quarter comes around. Russell Westbrook just turns into prime Westbrook. He scores 18 points, and we're like, oh god, here we go again, another collapse from the Knicks. But what happens in the fourth quarter? Immanuel Quickley, Immanuel Quickley comes to save the day. Obi Toppin makes big time plays. Alec Burks, Evan Fournier had his best game as a Knick since the opening performance against the Celtics. Shout out to Evan Fournier. He did a big-time performance from the Knicks. Julius Randle had a good game. Barrett broke out of his slump, even though he did not get a lot of playing time because there's a lot of other guys that was in rhythm, so he did not get a lot of fourth quarter minutes. But RJ did a good job tonight defensively. Even Quentin Grimes got some minutes. He didn't really do a lot outside of his minutes. He just played good defense. Didn't even shoot the ball once. But man, this is such a big-time win for the Knicks. I can't even explain how much this means to get this victory, especially when you're versing a team without LeBron James. We were without Derrick Rose, without Taj Gibson and Mitchell Robinson, so it's not like just the Lakers are depleted. The Knicks were depleted tonight, and we still won a game without D Rose. That shows you that we have depth, and we have guys that can step up in new roles, and I feel like Immanuel Quickley and Alec Burks were the biggest reasons why we won this game late in the fourth quarter. Going into this game, when I found out that Derrick Rose was not going to be playing, I'm like, okay, if we're going to win this game, we need big-time plays from both Immanuel Quickley and Alec Burks, because we know that the starters have been struggling all year, and the bench unit has been so good. D Rose is the leader of the bench. So without D Rose, I was like, who's going to step up? Alec Burks and Quickley, they've been hot as of late, so hopefully they can continue that. And Quickley actually was terrible in the first half. He was not looking good, and I was like, yo, Afro Quick, what's good? And then all of a sudden, the second half, he explodes, and he just continuously just chucks up these wild threes where you're like, why are you shooting that? And he drills it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm upset when he shoots the ball, but he's making some difficult three-point jump shots, and it's so refreshing to see a New York Knicks do that. And this was just a really good identity win for the New York Knicks. You know, they showed resiliency. They showed that even though that they gave up a big-time lead, you know, they did not rattle. They did not crumble. They did not let the Lakers win this game, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what happens within the game. All that matters is you win the game. And I feel like the Knicks, for them to blow that 25-point lead and the Lakers come all the way back, they tie it, and Melo's return to the Garden. You know, Westbrook is exploding, and the defense to really hone in and make sure they do not get easy buckets late in the fourth quarter, and that's exactly what they did. And the Knicks did everything they needed to do to grit out a victory against this LA Lakers team. So let's get into some individual performances, guys. Starting off with Julius Randle after I take a quick sip, man, because I was just live for 3 hours. My apologies there. Julius Randle, he finished with 20 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists and 1 steal and 4 turnovers. Julius Randle started off red hot. He got to his spots. He did everything he needed to do. Yeah, so at the end of the fourth quarter, Randle picked up his 5th foul, and he actually did not play for the longest time. But what I love from Randle tonight is his performance with Obi Toppin, because we know that we're down Mitchell Robinson. We know that we're down with Taj Gibson, and Nerlens Noel is really their only healthy big man. Thibodeau doesn't really trust Jericho Sims just yet. So we saw a lot of Randle and Obi together on the court, and I feel like the Knicks really got got to do that more often. I feel like Randle and Obi complement each other very well. And then going into Evan Fournier, his best performance as a Knicks since the Celtics game. He led the Knicks with minutes, 42 minutes from Evan Fournier. You love to see that from Thibodeau. When someone's hot, you're gonna get your minutes. Fournier finished with 26 points, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. He was 6 of 9 from 3, 8 of 14 from the field. Evan Fournier did a phenomenal job tonight, hitting timely buckets. He did not just have a good first quarter. He had a really good overall game. Every single quarter he went out there, made plays, and did everything he needed to do to help the Knicks get this victory. RJ Barrett, he didn't really shoot the ball a lot. He did a lot in the first half, but after that, he didn't shoot at all. He went 4 of 8 from the field, and he finished with 12 points, 3 of 5 from downtown, and that's 7 rebounds and 3 assists. RJ Barrett, you know that he's been in the slump as of late. It's good to see that he's trending in the right direction, shooting 50% from the field, hitting his jump shots from downtown. But I would like to see him be a little more aggressive, especially in the second half. He didn't really do anything well. And that's the good thing about this team is we don't have to rely on a bunch of players like when it's Evan Fournier's night, maybe RJ's not going to have to shoot a lot. When it's Julius's night, it's not, you know what I'm trying to say? We have so many guys on this team that can explode out of nowhere where not everybody's going to be able to shoot the ball a lot. So tonight was Evan Fournier's night. I'm totally okay with that. RJ did not have to worry about shooting the ball. Kemba Walker didn't really do that much. He only had 6 points in 23 minutes of action. And then getting into Nerlens Noel, he really struggles when it comes to his offensive game. You can see we miss Mitchell Robinson big time when it comes to pressure on the rim, alley-oops and all that stuff. He finished with 4 points, but he did his thing defensively because that's what Nerlens Noel's value is. 3 steals and 2 blocks for Nerlens Noel. And when you come off the bench, we got Immanuel Quickley leading the way with 14 points, 4 of 8 from downtown, 3 rebounds and 3 assists for IQ. Timely clutch shots from Immanuel Quickley. You just love everything you see from him. The spark he brings off the bench is absolutely unbelievable. He had a really tough start to the game. And Reggie Miller, the broadcaster for TNT, he said that when Quickley got brought in, he could be the spark for this team. He can get hot at any given moment. It's exactly what he did. He started off rough. He was missing all the shots. He's coming off a bad performance against the Bulls. So it's a really good sign that Quickley's turning in the right direction. He looks like a star in the making, in my opinion, the way he's handling the ball. And then Obi Toppin had a really good game, man. 22 minutes of action for Obi. He finished with 12 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Obi Toppin making big-time plays. He looks so comfortable and so confident out there, hitting mid-range jump shots. One thing I noticed about Obi Toppin that I love the most, actually, is his off-ball movement, his ability to just, cut when he needs to, be a guy that's a playmaker, attacking the rim, putting pressure on the rim. His off-ball movement is so good where he always cuts backdoor, and if whoever has the ball, they need to make sure that they have their head up whenever Obi Toppin's on the floor because he seems to get open down low all the time. And then Alec Burks had another big-time performance off the bench for the New York Knicks. He finished with 12 points of his own, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Alec Burks has been Tom Thibodeau's favorite player to finish out games in the fourth quarter, and I can definitely see why. He's versatile. He can guard every single position. He brings the ball up. He is a very clutch shooter. So that's really it for the individual performances, guys. The Knicks escaped the Garden on TNT with a big-time victory. And man, this is such an important victory for the New York Knicks. They needed to make sure they defend home court against a depleted LA Lakers team because we're depleted of our own without D Rose, without Mitchell Robinson, without Taj Gibson, and the Knicks take care of business. So guys, please leave a comment down below of your thoughts about this Knicks victory. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Do not forget to like the video if you guys enjoy, and please enjoy your Thanksgiving with your friends and family. Enjoy it. We'll sit on these beautiful Knicks victory for the next 2 days. I'll see you guys Friday night against the Phoenix Suns. Let's go Knicks. I'll catch you guys in my next video.